Happy Monday bestsellers. This is Catherine Turner from Daily House Publishing, and this is Path to the Bestseller List. Subscribe to this channel if you'd like to get weekly videos on how to pursue a career in writing and as an author. So this video is going to be part of a series on how to get paid for writing your book. This typically happens for nonfiction books. You can get an advance from a publisher to write a book, and the way that you go about that is by writing a proposal and querying agents, sometimes publishers directly, and to get an advance to actually write a book. But I'm going to be covering actually a variety of ways to actually get paid to write your book, and it will be covering fiction and nonfiction. There are funding platforms, there are solicitation platforms for publishers, directly to publishers and agents that are available, like Publishizer. So I'll be covering some other ways. But today we're going to talk about the traditional route for nonfiction authors, and that is the proposal. Proposals actually are excellent to write even if you're writing fiction. If you're writing a novel, they really give you a clear idea of how well your book will do, where it fits into the market, and an outline, because an outline is part of the proposal, and that's how you sell it. So you can use this yourself to really keep track of the creation of your book and make sure nothing falls through the cracks. So I suggest that you create one of these regardless of what kind of book you're writing. So the proposal starts with an overview. And the overview is it's probably a page to 2 pages that covers what your book is about. It is essentially a synopsis, but what makes it different from an ordinary synopsis is that it is more about how the book will sell. So who it is targeted at, why you should write it, why it is needed, and it's more of you would sell the book in a proposal. If you're writing a straight up synopsis, that's going to be more of an overview of the plot, the story, the characters, or in a nonfiction book, what the subject matter is, and how it's going to be laid out. But in this case, you are selling the book, so it is more from a marketing perspective. And secondly, you're going to move into the market analysis, and this will flow from the overview. So the overview is about the book in the voice of the book. So if it's a funny book, then it should be written in a funny way. If it's a serious book, it should be written into a serious way. And this will flow into the next section, which is the market analysis. And this is a more detailed study of how it fits into the market. So comparable titles and how your book is the same as something that is selling really well. And then what differentiates it, what makes it different. So, if there's a book that's selling really well, they don't, an agent or a publisher's not going to want an identical book. They're going to want something that has a little bit of a different angle. So you're going to select books that are very similar or perhaps different, but have a relation to your book and illustrates how the book will be positioned and sell in the market. Okay, and then the next section is going to be your promotional plan. So this is about you as an author and your ability to promote your book. So this is about you and your platform, your speaking engagements, your professional credentials, your number of followers on various social media platforms. So in the proposal, and if you're not actually attempting to shop this book around, if this proposal is just for you, this is really important for you to have too. You want to know the numbers of potential audience that you have, and then you can use this to create a strategic plan to grow those areas. So the number of followers on each social media platform, where you can speak, where you can present, if you're willing to go on tour, your ability to present on video, YouTube or whatnot, your speaking ability. So this is a detailed analysis of how well you will be able to promote your book. The next section is going to be your bio. So you probably have lots of bios. I have a dozen bios. I've done so many different things in my life that I have a bio as a performer and as a writer and as a a marketing specialist and as a programmer. But this is really going to be specifically about you as an author. You're writing history, your experience, previous books that you've created, projects that you've worked on. So you're going to really sell yourself as an author. Make it fun, make it exciting. You certainly can add, interesting life experiences to this area, but make it oriented towards you as an author. Okay, so moving on from bio, the next section is going to be your list of chapters. So again, even if you're not shopping your book around, if you're writing a novel or if you plan to self-publish, this is your outline, and essentially, if you're completing a proposal, you will be completing the outline as well, because you will list each chapter. You'll create a exciting title for each of these chapters, and then you're going to flesh them out like a paragraph or two about exactly what that chapter is going to cover. So as you see, this is great to sell your book, but also this is just great to know your book. So the last part of the proposal is going to be a couple of sample chapters. And this is just, proving that you can create a book that keeps people's attention, that is snappy, that is relevant, that is, current in the market. Your writing technical ability is going to be showcased here. So these are going to be your absolute best writing, perfectly edited, proofed, flawless. And again, even if you are not shopping this around, even if you're not trying to get an advance for your book, creating a couple of chapters that are exemplary is just a great idea. So these are your best writing, and create a couple of those, polish it off, format it, and you're ready to go. You can then start sending these out with queries to agents and publishers, and potentially get an advance anywhere from a couple $1,000s to multiple thousands of dollars. So that is one way to get paid for actually writing your book. Works typically for nonfiction, sometimes for fiction. Also, in the series of videos on how to get paid to write your book, I will be covering more arenas or more platforms that allow you as a fiction writer to actually get an advance. So that's going to be super exciting as well. So I hope that was informative and you enjoyed that video today. If you are interested in this topic, if you reach the end of this video, I'm sure you are, but go ahead and subscribe to this channel, ring the bell. It is the icon, and I am not versed well enough in YouTube to know where it is on the screen. I don't know. Ring the bell and you'll get a notification each Monday as videos are made available. Thank you and have a great day, bestsellers. Bye.